Everyone, and welcome again to the Red versus Blue Cyber League 2022 Invitational Tournament. I'm your host, Clint Bodungen, and we're back again for the second match of round one. And I have with me a familiar co-host in Simon Linstead, and also we have a surprise co-host, unscheduled, in Eric Taylor, head of Barricade Cyber Solutions. And no, I didn't let him become a host just because he's a sponsor, but because he's a nice guy. But anyway, we're gonna
let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, so we're gonna have him as our guest host. And also, I thought it'd be nice. They're already starting the game. I told them not to start yet, but we don't have a chance to get through our. Yeah, we're gonna have to pause. Tell them to pause. Tell them to pause. Tell them to pause. So the competitors are anxious to get in, and they're already starting. So it seems like every live stream we always have some sort of little hiccup.
Don't worry, I'm handling logistics. You do what you got to do.
Yep. So, I want to make sure that they just want to make sure real quick that they looks like they're backing out. There we go. They're backing out. Okay, awesome. All right, we had to straighten some people out. Got to knock some heads together. And Jerry should know better. Jerry knows that we're supposed to have. Jerry knows that we're supposed to have a little bit of lead-in time and some introduction time here. We got to find a way to throttle these competitors back. They're just so anxious to go. But so anyway. Here we go. So welcome, guys. I wanted to bring both of you on as hosts because y'all had that last match where Simon pulled off the upset and all that. But good to have you both here. So welcome.
Thanks, Clint. Good to be here. Super excited and pumped for this. I was just saying to both of you guys before we went live, it was Jax who introduced me to Jerry, so it's going to be a difficult one for me to call today. Eric, you?
Yeah, watching how Jerry plays, how he gets a little ADHD like I do a lot of times. People who work for me kind of know that. So is he going to be able to stick to his plan that he's been practicing? Me and Jax are very much very tried and true blue team. We got our methodologies that we do day in and day out for our day jobs. So I think her being able to execute her strategy is going to be good. Is it going to be able to fort Jerry? I don't know. I do think this is going to be one that's going to be down to the wire on who actually wins it. I've been looking forward toward this match. I'm very eager to get this thing started.
Yeah, well, we are talking about, this is our match today. We got Jerry versus Jax. And anyone that's been following us knows that they have competed before, and this is a rematch. So before we get started on that, I'm also going to give a quick shout out to our sponsors. And I'm still, there's Simon real big, not one of our sponsors, but he has helped us out. There we go. So our sponsors are Barricade Cyber Solutions. Thanks, Eric, for that. And also Simply Cyber, Jerry playing over there on Simply Cyber, and obviously ThreatGEN, the host of the platform, as well as establishing the entire league here. So now that we got all that stuff out of the way, and hopefully by 2023, when the league actually starts, we'll have our production really tight and all together. But in the meantime, it's all fumbly fingers. So let's go ahead and tell the players let's go ahead and get started whenever they're ready.
Yep, we'll do it.
So am I
And-
right in thinking, Clint, that the winner of this plays Stacy, the winner of the first game today?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So Stacy Loki beat David Meese this morning in this morning's match, and so the winner of this match will play Stacy. All right, let's see here. Jerry still look at that. So Jerry with his lollipop and getting, he's just chatting there, as you can see. Everybody's getting ready to go, and I don't know if
Jax is setting up her room right now.
She's getting there. There she goes. She's setting up. We have 50 turns, 60 seconds per turn.
Jax
And I didn't even get a chance to walk everybody into chat. So, we probably have the majority of people over there on Jerry's chat, but not even sure if he paired this one properly through the restream. But that's all right. So, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us. All right, let's see here. There we go. He's going to choose, or she's going. She chose random.
Nice.
So Jax is blue. Yeah?
Yep. Jax is blue. Red. Jerry is red. And she is pulling may the favors, or may your odds always be in your favor.
There we go. All right. And we have action started here. Oh, she's got the large map. She chose random, and she's got the large map. And she's going to start off with her, I think, her regular strategy of policies and procedures and all that good stuff.
Yep, so she's got the sim getting installed. She's got her policies and procedures. Very good. Yep, got her gateway, got her sim. Yep, very good first strategies. Be interesting to see what's going on. So she just passed it off to the red team. Let's see what Jerry's getting ready to do. Ooh, I'm not sure if this is a good one. Already kicking off with the recruiting of the hackers.
Ooh.
Clearly got a plan there.
Yeah, I think, he's... I'm just curious to see if he's going to go for that onsite recruit hackers, human SE, and OC. So he's just starting off his base defense. He's getting his chest set up, right? Yep. He's essentially, and we got one of them's lagging here. I don't know who. I think it's.
No, we're back over to blue team now.
Yep. Yeah, I can't tell. One of them's lagging a little bit on the stream, but that's right. Yeah, I don't know if Jerry's gonna. I don't know what kind of approach he's gonna give, but he's setting up for. He's doing everything ready to set up his human social engineering, but also his OSAN. But he didn't do on-site recon, or physical recon. So I don't know what he's planning.
I mean, he's probably going to do that after he gets or probably fails for getting his actual hackers. Typically by gameplay, you haven't been able to get additional hackers until about turn 10, or if you started getting early compromisation of the blue team's assets. Most of the time, you're not able to get more hackers until at least you're able to show, hey, look at what we're doing over here. We need some more help.
Yeah. All right.
So it looks like we are back on the red side now, sir.
Yep. So
it looks like they're just lobbying back and forth because Jerry does have all of his resources taken up. It looks like we're going to do a little bit of cat and mouse back and forth. Because
she's already starting her asset inventory, probably getting ready for an early assessment. Yeah, I'm not sure. She's got her sim installed, so she's kind of getting her base installed and really getting ready. Like what Jerry is on the blue side, she's kind of putting out her base, and they already passed it over. So, she's kind of setting herself up for kind of a multi-stage approach, whatever direction she needs to go. Same with Jerry. It looks like they're both setting everything up. They're setting up a base that would allow them to pivot in any direction they need to.
Yeah, just so, because we missed that, he is doing a host scan on their internet. He's still researching the human SE, and he's still in the recruiting hackers phase. So once we come back, the recruiting hackers, we should be able to get that pass or fail scenario on the next turn going back to him.
Yeah, man, he jumped right into getting those extra resources. So curious on what he's doing there.
Encrypting network traffic, very nice, Jack Scott.
Trying to fending off those password attacks.
Oh wow, he actually got additional hackers.
Wow, that's odd. That is odd for somebody to pull off getting additional hackers that soon because you haven't built up the necessary street cred, but he did it.
Dude, and that's a game changer already. I like it.
And he's gotten a bunch of hosts from his host scan that he did. He should by now know that he's on the large map, the large oil and gas map, based off of the amount of assets.
I mean, he's only got 6 or 7, I think, in there, so... Is he going to actually? He keeps hovering over persistence. Is he going to actually go down that route? If he's wise, he will. There we go.
Yeah, I don't think that he's got the human social engineering, but I don't think that he's done physical recon yet. And
No.
there he is.
about-
He's got
done
it queued up now. Okay, good. Okay. 4, 3, 2. He's got it. All right.
All right. So what is Jax only has 2 of her 3 resources. She is still encrypting her network traffic. So she's still trying to figure out what she's going to be doing for the rest of her turn here. Is she going to do the 2-factor authentication? Is she actually going to do the network segmentation? This is going to be, looks like she, ooh, come on, what you going to do? Love to see what's in her mind right now. Oh, I didn't see what she did. Oh, she is going for the network segmentation.
Segmenting the network, so...
I do see what you say about the lag a little bit because, okay,
I think Jerry's lagging a little bit, maybe.
maybe.
I mean, it seems fine. We're only missing like 3 or 4 seconds.
It does
All
look
right.
like I did miss something, but it does look like Jerry did lose some of his assets in his initial host scan. So he's only got 3 assets on his current map right now.
Yeah, so that happens whenever either segmenting the network caused some of those assets to the visibility to be lost, or a bunch of those were, and I think that's a bunch of those were remote hosts, and so the remote users will log in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah.
Jerry's lagging a little bit. I'm gonna try to fix that here in a minute. He's got about a 8-second lag almost.
Okay, so we are on the blue team. Cool.
Did I see that Jerry was doing some physical recon as well? I
Yeah,
saw that
yes.
he did. He's getting ready to at least making it an on-site run available.
The fact that he's waiting so long to do it is a little questionable, but we'll see how this thing plays out. I mean, he does have more hackers now, right? So, Jack Scott's still working on her network segmentation. She's working on her vulnerability mapping. What is Jerry doing? He's doing more human SE.
making
He's only
some
got one
USBs
ESET.
as well.
Yeah, he's preparing for an on-site run.
He's trying to go to the perimeter now. Yeah,
And he is aware that the HMI cheese strategy has been nerfed. So
Yeah.
there he goes. He
Gonna
doesn't
try
even have
anyway.
he doesn't even have a malicious USB created yet. So he's so it's not like he's planning on dropping USBs.
Oh, this is the interesting. So Jerry just stepped away. Jax pumped it and went over, back over to him. He's just stepped away from the microphone. I'm not sure if he's using the restroom break or what he's doing.
He's putting on his hoodie.
Oh, yeah.
And
I see that
it's a
now.
gray hoodie. He's putting on a gray hoodie and he got passed over back to him.
Oh, he's got his USB.
He's wearing a gray hoodie. Either he must be cold. There he is. He's on the perimeter.
There
Now
we
he's gonna create a malicious USB, or is he dropping?
He's-
Oh,
he's
he's already
already got
created
one.
one. I see. He
Yeah.
queued it up. I missed that. So he queued it up. So he's gonna go for a malicious USB drops. He's changing location now. He's gonna go into the corporate office. And he's using social engineering to get in because he's beefed up that human social engineering skill. So he's got an advantage there. Do we know yet? Does Jax have her video surveillance?
I know she does not. I did not see her implement that.
So he's going to be able to be on site there, and he's probably going to drop a rogue device.
I think he's going to. Now that he is actually in the corporate environment. She's changing her default creds. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Are
thought he was
they?
getting ready to...
Let me check something. Okay.
Yep, so he's doing insider recon. What is he doing? Jax is over there exploring
Insider
her
recon.
other
So he's going to
USB.
find devices and he's going to plant Trojans. That does seem to be the alternative strategy to the HMI
Yep.
cheese now.
It is. Oh, he is planting that rogue device now. So he does got that insider physical recon. He does have malicious USB drops.
Yep. By the
So-
way, what you're seeing is a little ahead of what we're seeing.
My apologies.
Yeah. So you're give it about a 2 or 3 second delay before you say it. All
It
right.
takes
all
me
right.
that long to catch up, Eric. It was pretty good, thanks.
2, 1.
David E.
Oh,
Is he
that's it.
Is he ransoming Corp now? David E. We'll have to see how that gameplay plays out, bud. We'll have to see it. All right, so back over to the blue team. Let's see what Miss Jax has got. And if you're just joining us on one of the channels, please, thank you for joining us. We are playing ThreatGEN's Red versus Blue. Thank you so much for joining. Check it all out at ThreatGEN.com.
Yep, this is the official Red versus Blue Cyber League kickoff with the 2022 Invitational. We have matches going on all week in this tournament. And there we go. She's about to pass her turn. And we're playing we're playing ThreatGEN Red versus Blue game-based cybersecurity simulator.
And for those who are interested in looking at the full schedule, if you go to esports.threatgen.com, you can get a full list of the matches there. Look at that, seamless that was, guys.
There we go.
That
took a little while.
So back over to the red team. I did see. Yep, he went away from it quickly, but he failed to drop his rogue device. He's dropped malicious USBs. He does have a pivot available. I can't see which host that is.
He's installing some ransomware and host scanning and all sorts.
Ooh, the PCS database, and it looks like he's starting.
Man,
to get some
what did he
HMI.
landed? Yeah, he landed. Oh, is that the data server?
Yeah,
he did.
PCS server. Yeah, data server.
Oh, that's the historian. So he landed a USB strike onto the historian, and that gives him visibility, but not control over the PLCs. Woo!
What can he do with that, then, Clint?
Nothing. He knows they're there, and he knows he's in the PCS or the DMZ process control network or the man. So she has no visibility, which on the
Yeah, she has no idea he is actually sitting inside of the corporate environment at all right now.
Yeah, this is if he plays his card right.
Yep.
And but what he needs to be researching persistence and using a little bit of stealth once he plants those.
I think he did the persistence one before.
Is she frozen? No.
Oh,
no, she's not. Okay. So he's excellent. He's going to tip her off. He's I think he's making a wrong move here because what he's doing, he's starting to exfiltrate data. He's going to do things to move that P&L meter, and unless he's going for a P&L win, I think he needs to stay stealth. He has an opportunity right here to go for an ICS destruction victory, and instead he's going to tip her off with P&L. So it's not moving yet because nothing's resolved yet, but she is now finally getting her two-factor authentication in place. It's hard. She's moving so quickly, it's hard to see what she's focusing on.
Sorry about that, folks. I was getting distracted by a case we're working right now, trying to tell him, be quiet. I'm watching ThreatGEN, Red versus Blue.
Look at that P&L meter.
Yep, it is going down.
Oh, and it's already, sorry, I missed the turn. That P&L meter is going down. She's tipped off now. And unless he's going for, I think it was way too early for him to start making moves to affect her P&L. Unless he's using it as a distraction. So it's possible that he's using that P&L meter as a distraction so that she thinks that he's pure cyber, even though he's there physically. That's a possibility. Mm-hmm. It's misdirection.
It's a clever move if he is.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm curious to see.
So Jerry took off his glasses, took off the gray jacket, now has the black hoodie.
So what is he doing? He's hamming it up. He had a gray hoodie on. He took off the gray hoodie. Now he's got a black hoodie. Was he trying to say he was like, I don't know what he's doing. He's being a ham over there. So
he's living life right now. He's been able to get into the corporate environment and plant some Trojans and get back to his remote site. And he has
managed to exfiltrate some data as well, I think.
Yep. So he's affected the P&L. He's doing, scanning all these devices, seeing what's going on.
Yeah.
He does have one device. There he goes. He's going to stop.
So if he's doing ransomware,
he's activated it.
I don't know if he's going
know.
for. Gosh, look at that. I mean, I don't know if he's going for a P&L victory or not, but he's so close to being. I don't know what he's thinking.
Yeah. So right now, of course, she doesn't know that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was just saying she's patched the systems. It just came up. Sorry, Eric. Carry on.
Yeah, she's going through, her ICS and NIST controls, going through, she's done her vulnerability assessment. She's going through and trying to patch everything that's present to her, trying to lock down her LAN. I don't think she has any EDR deployed right now, which is a big mistake if I remember correctly. She doesn't have any physical security. She doesn't have any USB security, anything like that. So things are very, very interesting. She has no visibility to his
I agree with Casually Joseph, though. Jerry needs to dial it back a little bit, unless he's using the cyber aspect as a diversion to try to get physically into the plant.
I don't know.
Maybe he's just got carried away.
All right, so
I think he's just really confident. All right, what's she doing?
So looking at her, she does not know that one device is ransomed. She does not know, or she could be just letting it be,
or just ignoring it. Well, yeah, I mean,
I told you, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an interesting gameplay today.
Yeah, what I'm curious about. Oh, it's already Jerry's turn. Sorry, I missed it. If I was Jerry, I'd be working on a way to get to those PLCs, get to the process control network. He's so close. He's not detected. Now, I think what he did, that is a user and user zone that he ransomware. So I think that'll be a good distraction. So she thinks he's over there, but he's actually physically in the process control network. So that's a good strategy. What he's working on right now is he's faking like he's. See, she sees it now. He's faking. He's faking like he's in the user workstation and he's using ransomware, but he's physically in the process control network. Now he needs to be traversing, and I don't think she has. His human social engineering is so high, his skill is so high, and she doesn't appear to have video surveillance. He could just continue to walk into that plant.
Yeah, but he's going to end up losing it, because I do believe I've seen that she did activate IR, so she's going to be going into the steps of, getting that system cleaned up and eradicating him. And I think that once Jax removes that workstation from the environment, short of that database, there's going to be no more foothold. So it'd be interesting, just kind of see how that one pans out.
Well, Joel could be right that Jerry's just hyped up on Mountain Dew.
Well, I'm hyped
we
up
do
on
see this a lot.
My magic monster. Yeah.
Your invisible monster. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So Jerry has enumerated. He knows what devices he's got.
He's gonna actively attack now, I guess.
He's exploring it. The fact that he has not gone through and done any of his fuzzing, hasn't done any of his vulnerability management or exploration, trying to see what what these devices have.
Yeah, he's increasing his skill. So Jerry does this, right?
Yep.
He has a good foothold in one area, and then he starts to spread himself thin and doesn't commit to a strategy whenever that strategy seems to be working.
Yep, we are back over on blue.
Yeah, this is an unnecessary pivot by Jerry.
Awesome. So she did replace that asset. She is back out of IR. She is installing network sensors now.
Yep.
So his pivot will be removed. So he's only got that one access now, right? That PCS database, which is over in the engineering. I believe that's the engineering section for this map at the top right-hand side.
He did research persistence, so he can start doing things like covering his tracks and doing covert attacks. But man, as usual, his strategy is a bit all over the place and confuses me.
He's doing password attacks, and he has not explored any of the default creds or anything like that. You know, personally, I don't
think he knows what he wants to do.
I don't think so either.
I think it's analysis paralysis. I think he's just got so much going on. He's so excited now. He's just going to kind of go for the world. And I think that's what happens. You know, Jerry's a blue teamer by life, by trade. You know, he's not a red teamer. So I think that's what one thing is. You know, his red team methodology is not. He's getting better, but it's not as honed as what a professional red teamer would be.
I mean, is there any benefit to him holding back and not going back to the?
Somebody in chat just said that, you know, he literally says he doesn't know what to do. So I would say that that seems to be the case.
Yeah. You know, he's kind of. I had this game, the exact same scenario a couple days ago, where you had a little bit of foothold. You're limited on where you could do. So, you know, there was not much you could do without trying to.
Yeah, as soon as I got that historian and saw those PLCs, for me that would be blood in the water, and I would immediately start. And if I felt like I haven't been kicked off site yet or anything, I'd be like, okay, or maybe he has. Did he go? I missed the part where did he get arrested or no? He didn't.
No, he left. No. He went back to the room.
Yeah. Oh man, as soon as if I was there physically, yeah, I don't. I mean. And I mean, he wasn't physically there, right? I mean, he was
physically in the corporate.
Yeah, in the corporate. Yeah, and but he had a USB drop that got him that that historian.
Just trying to go there now. A bit late.
So talk about it for a second, Clint. What would you have done once you get that historian or anything like that? What's your mindset on that?
Yeah, once I got that historian, that tells me that I'm either in the DMZ or the process control network, and that I would have pivoted from there and tried to dig deeper. I would have tried to find that firewall and try to dig deeper into the actual control system network and grab a PLC, or even easier, try to, instead of getting all the way into the process control network, I would have tried to find the engineering workstation. I would have performed a stealth attack, a covert attack on the engineering workstation, hid my tracks, set up shop on the engineering workstation, gained access to the control systems, and then damaged the process control.
Yep.
So I mean, yeah, what and that's the thing. He has a successful attack there. Yeah, nice. I think and he's probably all happy. I'm not sure. I can't see him, but there he is. Oh, it's done. It's game over. I didn't see that. I didn't see how he landed that on the SCADA server. That's there you go. He attacked the SCADA server, and now he has control over the PLCs. All he has to do is damage the ICS, and it's game over.
Yep.
So he did end up doing what I would have done. He grabbed the SCADA server. I would have grabbed the engineering workstation. It gets you the same thing.
Yeah, and unfortunately, with Jax's very limited telemetry inside of the vulnerability, inside of her network, she doesn't really know, right? So
but
she does
now
see
sees that she sees that the attack on the SCADA server, but I think it's a little too late.
Yeah, because you can see the PLCs looks like on the bottom right hand side are all.
So the damage ICS process failed. He's going to do it again. Oh wait, how did he get cleaned off? What happened? I'm confused.
I missed that. I'm not sure how he got kicked off of there.
How did he lose proxy control of those PLCs? I don't know, because he still has access. I'm really confused on how that happened.
Definitely have to go back into the time warp machine and figure out.
Yeah, I don't know how he lost. Okay. Oh, she cleaned it.
She rebooted. Yeah.
Oh, I guess so that he still saw that he had control over it, even though she did take care of it.
Yeah.
David,
wait, that's rebooting it should not take. I'm really confused. Rebooting it should not remove proxy control, and rebooting should not fix a controlled host.
Does that mean he could get it back on the next turn?
Yeah, Matt Lee just mentioned that in the. Yeah, Matt Lee just said that he's seen that I guess in some of his gameplay, he does lose proxy control for a round or two.
So I see. Okay, so he basically he covered his tracks. I think that's why he still has access to that SCADA server. He still has access to that SCADA server, because I think he covered his tracks. I don't know. Yeah, I'm really kind of confused.
And Clint, you're being asked to check your PM, sir, from Greg. So while you're doing that, I'll kind of chip in here. So on the blue team, she is still going through. She's doing log aggregate. Looks like she's doing her log aggregation, trying to further secure her environment. She still does not have really the ability.
I figured it out.
Okay.
So let me tell everybody what happened.
Going back over to blue real quick. There you go.
Oh, there we go. He's back in.
Here's what happened. He has proxy control back. So Jax did a vulnerability assessment without implementing safe ICS testing procedures. She denied her PLCs. That's what took his proxy access away. So now he has access to those PLCs back because she rebooted the PLCs. That's what she was rebooting. She rebooted the PLCs, which restarted the PLCs, which gave his access back.
Yeah, a couple turns ago, I did make that mention that I did see her. What looked like the PLCs were offline there. So
yeah, and I didn't see that. So that's what happened. Okay. There's no bug.
Whew.
How does that impact him going for the damaging that system again?
We're gonna see, because now he is. If he can damage the ICS before she cleans that SCADA server, then it's game over.
Exactly. But she does have the visibility that he is in the SCADA server now.
Yep.
Where she did not before.
Yeah, she saw that it was attacked before, but she did not see he had control over it. She now sees that he has control over it. So she needs to activate IR. If she had that queued up?
She does not have that currently queued up from.
That's going to be the death of her.
Yeah, because her PLC is going down. It is down in the yellow. So I was curious to see, is Jerry just
failed? He failed. Do it again.
Yep. Oh, yep. There he goes. Do it again.
Mufasa.
So I'm curious if he was just trying to attack the gateway as a distraction.
Man, he's had two unlucky rolls on damaging that ICS.
Third time lucky.
Yeah. He's just And you notice he has control of one but not the other. That's because the SCADA server only controls the SCADA PLC, whereas you would need the DCS side to get to that. The other one's a DCS PLC, distributed control system, versus a SCADA. So they're controlled by two different things. One is SCADA, one is DCS.
That's good to know for gameplay. Yes, good deal. I am glad that Jerry is now organizing his board a little bit, because I'm not OCD, but that was starting to drive me nuts.
So Jax has activated IR mode. I know.
Finally, there we go. So yep, she's going to activate IR. It'd be wise of her she use up her resources that were just a single turn. That way she could be able to maximize this turn here. She's just replacing that asset.
Oh my gosh!
And again,
like he keeps failing the damaged ICS. Unfortunate.
Well, he's got this one, going around or coming back around. So
I think that replacing that SCADA server is going to resolve before the damage ICS happens.
Tooth and nails.
Man, I don't think she even realizes how close she came. Maybe she does. I don't know if she realizes the control that SCADA server has. But he had 4, 5 unsuccessful damage ICS attempts.
I think 2 or 3.
All right, put in your votes now. Who says he's going to start blaming the devs for singling him out?
Yeah, definitely.
So, boom, now he realizes he does not have that access anymore, right?
He's going to attack it again.
Yep. Poor Jerry is losing his foothold right there.
Man, he almost won. He almost won in 25 turns, man.
Mm-hmm. With her PLC being down in the yellow right now, you would have to think that he would just start attacking now that he's got some of those vulnerabilities. Just attack everything, start bringing everything offline, and just go for that P&L win is what I would do at this moment. Just create so much havoc she cannot keep up. But then again, I'm called Ruthless C for a reason. So this is going to be a good one. What's going on? So we are back at red team. So Jerry's trying to figure it out. He's not sure what to do. He's still got 5 of his 7 resources. Counting down that time.
Yeah, I think he needs to either A, get control of that SCADA server again and try to damage the process again, and or also start pivoting to find the engineering workstation. I guarantee you, I mean, that one where.
All right, so we're back.
Sorry, I was looking to try to see. She sees that attempted attack again.
Yep.
He needs to be preparing covert attacks so that she thinks that she's safe there again. And there's where stealth bites you, or stealth not doing stealth will bite you. Exactly. And I don't think she was doing forensics on whenever she was.
She was not. When she just went straight in and replaced that asset. She did not do any forensics at all on that one.
Yeah, she was rumbling. I mean, he was rumbling, and she wasn't taking advantage of it.
Yep. So, I mean, she's still going out. She's still deploying, her endpoint detections, which at round 29, it's a little bit questionable, why waiting this long to do it. But, her tactics are working, right? So she's keeping it
barely. She got real lucky. I've never seen somebody fail 4 or 5 times in a row on destroying an ICS.
You want to watch me play in a minute? I'll tell you, some of the recent game changes have made things a lot harder. It is very, very hard to win in the AI now. So definitely got to level up your games when you're playing this awesome, awesome game. So we are currently we're watching Jerry time down. Yep. So Jerry fuddled around too long.
Man, he almost had it. Man, we almost got to end the day early.
Looks like her profit and loss meter is stabilized now.
It is. So the next couple of turns, as long as there's nothing too dangerous, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Clint, but that P&L will start going back up again.
Yeah. See, if he's not doing anything to affect it, then it'll start to recover naturally.
So right now, it looks like she is just playing the tried and true again. Secure your assets, weather the storm, and right now she's doing a very good, successful job. I don't know if she's actually put any physical security in. So if she hasn't, this may be a spot. Yep, there we go.
Where change location. He's getting all pimped up with his USBs again. Look,
which may still be a good viable tactic, right? Because if she hasn't put any physical security in, that may be his last tactic for a Hail Mary, if you will.
Yeah, and just like real life, right? The way the simulation works is the red team has the advantage in early game because the blue team's security is more immature, and that's where the advantage is. And it's just like real life. And then as the game goes on and as the blue team shores up their networks and their defenses, the advantage starts to sway to the blue team. And I mean, and this is an asymmetric game. It's not meant to be 100% fair and balanced on both sides. There is an asymmetric balance.
Yep. So yeah, Jerry is definitely still crunching over that SCADA PCS. He wants that thing. He is tasting sweet defeat right at the moment. So one thing we did not talk about, but Jax did successfully get a new team member added to her corporation. So she now has 4 resources.
Yeah. What's her budget? I can't see because
she's currently at 32.5.
I have all my little restream dials are hovering over where I can't see it. Oh, never mind. I can see it on the other screen.
Yep.
Multiple screens is a thing. Right.
It's very beneficial. So, yep, there is that play going to the perimeter again.
I'm set up in my new temporary studio, and so my screens are limited this time around. So, see, can you see I'm in this big, huge room with these neon lights and these gaming chairs behind me.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're not sweating over there with all those neon lights coming off. Yeah, I tell you what, the ambient light is intense. All right, so what is he going to do? Oh, he's going to actually activate that ransomware on the PCS database. He's had the foothold onto that thing for a while, but not been able to really pivot. So.
Yeah, that historian is going to give you some, but not maximum value to the P&L drop.
And that could be a good, nice little distraction, right?
And he's out of time.
Looking at Jerry, he looks kind of deflated.
Yeah,
Sorry, buddy.
yeah, he was so close. He's gonna be sick over himself when he finds out how close he was. He knew how close he was because he was failing that ICS. And I'm gonna tell you right, let's place bets right now. I know for a fact he's gonna come. He's gonna say it. He's gonna say it. You can't tell me that the devs aren't. I know it. His tinfoil hat's gonna be all over the place.
Crazy. So creating our IR procedures, doing some more system patching. Tried and true NIST. It's definitely working for. Is keeping the likes of Jerry off at bay.
I'm curious. If
finally, he's researched weak passwords. Holy moly!
And he's on the perimeter. He
ran so what's he gonna do?
Hey, is there anybody watching Jerry's stream? Has he mentioned this conspiracy, his devs against Jerry conspiracy yet?
He's dropping some USBs and doing a Wi-Fi scan at the moment, I think.
Where's he going to go?
Back to the plant.
Oh, is he going to do physical? Okay.
Going to the plant. That's his best bet.
Is he going for the HMI cheese?
Cheese. What movie's that from?
You got me on that one.
Old school. Dean Pritchard. Jeez.
All right, we are back over on the blue team now. Just Ben did say that.
Yeah, actually, she was blue team. She did a quick switch. I think, right?
Yep.
He's not doing anything. Let's watch her until he clicks his start turn.
Well, he's put back on his gray jersey again.
And his glasses. What is he? I'm going to ask him what the heck he's doing with that. He's in the plant. He got in the plant. We've got plant.
Oh, so we got a compromised workstation from his USBs?
Yeah, and I don't know where that is.
So he's finally covering his tracks. What is he going to do?
I think...
Yep.
I don't know if that's in the... I don't know where that workstation is. If it's in the user LAN or...
He's not installing destructive malware. I haven't seen installing ransomware before destructive malware working very much, but we'll see. He got additional hackers very early in the game.
Yeah, if she sees that, I mean, he's gonna. At this point, he's probably better off just
blitzing
compromising machines and ransomware. I mean, he's got that P&L. He has no way of knowing where that P&L is at and where her threat intelligence meter is at. That's the thing about the red team. You don't know what intelligence the blue team has on you, and you don't know where their P&L meter is. That's why in a future version of the game, we're going to implement an insider that can tell you this information.
Playing the infamous threat actor. Yep.
Yeah, there's a mechanic that we've been discussing internally about implementing the insider.
All right,
that would let you get some information. Yeah. All right. So
he is in the plant.
I mean, at this point, he might as well search for HMIs. I mean,
he already did that. I think it failed.
Takes two turns now.
That's right. That's true. I'm being told I still got to go get those hoodies from Jerry.
He's over in South Carolina.
He's over there just. Yeah, he's literally 2 towns over from.
He's where he's wearing that hoodie. I'm gonna tell you, he kind of looks like a dork.
And it's still hot down here in South Carolina to be wearing a hoodie. He must have that AC cranking. So he's just hammering that one workstation. What is Jack's doing?
Where is it?
Let's see. O Davis 86. I think that is in the corporate environment.
Yeah.
And she's just replacing that asset one more time.
Oh, he's been arrested.
Knocked out. Yep, now he's going. There he goes. He's So I think he's using the hoodie and the glasses because he's trying to be the covert hacker inside the building.
It's not working, is it?
No, it's not. It's not. I am trying to figure out where this. Yeah, it is in the corporate office at O Davis on her map. So,
Man, I tell you what, like
once again, he is
Jerry had
deviated.
this. Jerry had this. He just got so unlucky. I actually kind of feel sorry for him. Kind of.
Kind of, for half a second.
That feeling is now past.
Yeah. I'm about to say that lasted for about half a second, right?
Yeah. It
So-
might have just been something I ate.
You didn't have Taco Bell again, did you?
No. I'm trying to be healthy nowadays, man. I had a chicken salad and I'm trying to look more like Tigger and less like Winnie the Pooh.
Hey, don't bring up poo again, man.
I
Don't
know,
bring up
yeah.
poo.
We had some bad conversation about Winnie the Pooh before this stream started.
Oh, man.
They're turning Winnie the Pooh into a horror movie.
Yes, my poor Winnie the Pooh. But anyway, we did see that. Thank you, Michael Stearns, for keeping us there. You know, password Stacky still motivated. That's correct. Let's say we are on the blue. She is. I can't see. Okay, she's doing system patches, doing ICS safe control still.
He's
So
over here
she's-
ramming the password attacks now. I don't really know.
He sees the HMIs, but can't do anything with them naturally because he's got nothing there.
Yeah.
The one thing I've noticed that he's not doing, even though that workstation is ransomed, he did not do a host scan to see what else is around. Which I think those other workstations that he's got are around that corporate environment.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's not breaking it out.
So now he's going to, but he's exfiltrating data. I think he's moving that P&L meter. I think he's basically decided he's going to go for P&L.
Which, and we haven't discussed it. Sorry, we've been kind of kicking back and forth. But the P&L meter did move a little bit.
Yeah, I noticed that. So if you're new here, there's 2 ways for the red team to win. One of those is
It's moved quite a lot. Look.
Yeah, so yeah, it has. Ooh, it's in the orange.
Oh,
yep.
now it's in the orange, yeah.
So 2 ways for the red team to win: destroying the industrial control systems or getting the profit and loss meter into the red for 5 consecutive turns. The blue team can win by outlasting the red team for the 50 turns or by getting the threat intelligence meter up to 100%. And there's several different ways you can increase your threat intelligence. Correlates to real life, basically.
Inside
Do you think, has he got enough turns left to do that, do you think?
I don't. Maybe?
He
Once he
can.
gets about 42, 43, I think he's done. Unless he's got some sort of Hail Mary blitz thing going on. And side note, Casually Joseph, don't waste your money on the tickets. I do like Gary's comment there. She's patching things without a pumpkin patch or a sewing machine. She's just going buck wild patching everything. It's like Oprah, you know, at a giveaway on one of her shows. You get a patch, you get a patch.
We should rename jail to Jerry's Playhouse.
Wow.
That's a comment from a viewer. That's awesome. All right, so
Jax has done very well at playing Yeetus Deletus today.
yeah, he if he could just compromise some more machines and then exfiltrate data, throw some disruptive malware with the right assets, it doesn't take a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, who's playing? Okay, with the right assets, it doesn't take a whole lot to get that P&L meter moving, especially if you're running combo attacks, right? If you're running ransomware, data exfiltration, disruptive malware, and that'll get the meter running. What are we at? Who's we on? Okay, we're on hers now.
Yep.
So she's
So she
requesting
requests
budget because she's got 6,500 to work with right now. She should be able to get the budget.
Yeah. But
How did she hard? Why did she? Oh, she tried to harden the RDP and it failed. That's rare. That's rare.
Michael Stearns, yes, this is very close, just like I said it would be. I predicted it. This thing's going to come down to the wire. Will Jerry pull this thing off or not?
I see
No,
the meter
she's
nudging down a bit
got to
more.
know her P&L's dropping.
I don't know. But she's definitely, I mean, she's got him at bay, right? I mean, she's in the orange in the P&L. She doesn't really have much of a threat intel because she doesn't have much EDR in there, right? So
David's just said that hardening RDP fails in IR mode, which makes sense.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay, I
Thanks,
keep
bro.
forgetting. There's a lot of stuff. So there's certain things you can do in IR mode and certain things you can't do in IR mode, and there's certain things you can only do from IR mode. So
And there's a
that's
lot
what
of times
happened.
you'll be doing something and go to IR and it'll just completely fail because you went into IR mode.
Yeah, if you don't let your actions complete and you go into IR mode, you're essentially abandoning those previous actions. And so, you know,
Michael said he's
quick-
talking about the comeback kid. He's leaving it a bit late, isn't he?
Yeah.
10 turns left, man.
So Jerry is trying to figure out what to do, right? So
Late
He's-
game, it gets hard. It's
Yeah.
just the way it is. That's unfortunately, the game was designed to be like real life. So,
Mhm.
The more time the blue team has to prepare, there's always a chance, though. There's still always a chance. There's still always a way in.
So he is making a trip to the perimeter again.
The meter's gone up though.
Yeah.
I think he's left that a bit late.
So
I think
is
I
able to
might-
see that attack.
I think I might get my permanent co-host back for the remainder of the tournament.
I think you might be right.
What? Am I not good enough for you now? I see how it is. Okay.
Nobody's good enough for me, especially Jerry, but I'll let him stay.
We'll edit that out in post-op.
There is no. This is live and it's staying recorded, so
Oh,
he's
crap,
gonna
that's
have.
right, I forgot.
He's got to hear it. Oh well, everybody heard it. It's live.
All right, Jerry, what you gonna do with your last 9 turns, bud? What are you gonna do?
Is
You're
he
on.
gonna pull off the win of the century? That's the question.
So he's doing malicious. He's finally fuzzing some more, which I don't know if that's. He's only got a couple assets that haven't been fuzzed, so I'm not sure if he's going to get any real visibility on that.
Well, special thanks out to our beta testers out there, Alex Goodwin and David E. Alex isn't here because it's bedtime for him where he is, but David E's out there.
In the chat.
And between David and Alex, and then Greg's our official hired SQA analyst. These guys, they know the game, and they help out a lot when we're doing these streams, telling me things I forgot about the game that I actually created.
Been kicked out.
Yeah. Oh, what's that?
Oh, he's got it. How did he get that? I missed it. Oh, because he's
I'm
back
all-
on site. He's back on site.
Did he search for HMIs and get it? Somebody in the what did we miss?
I
Chat.
didn't see that.
My narcissistic side got me.
He's got the control
Is he
PLC.
gloating
I
on
think
Jerry's
he's got it. I
laugh?
think he's got it.
He might
It's
pull
gotta
it
be
off.
probably third or fourth time lucky, isn't it?
Got it.
I don't know how he got it.
There's no way he could fail again. Come on, you got to get this.
Oh, she's found it.
Casually Joseph said a USB drop because he did go to the perimeter and he did drop USBs. Okay, thanks Joseph, appreciate it, buddy.
Okay. And he popped the. What did he pop to get that?
That control PLC up there in
Oh.
engineering.
Man,
You see if
I-
Max is sweating now.
I really hope that he gets this, just because
I hope he doesn't.
He's failed at ICS damage ICS for so many times. It's like it's an injustice if he fails like a 5th or 6th time.
Dude, I hope he doesn't because it's just he's getting it by
You
the
got to
luck of
be
the draw.
kidding me! I'm
It's
getting
not
frustrated for him.
Yes, down to the
Failed.
wire.
It's failed.
Love it. I love it.
Damage the ICS, Jerry. Come on, keep going.
Yeah.
Don't
He's
give
gonna
up.
wait to get arrested again. There he
There you
goes.
This is an injustice, man. That's like I have never seen somebody fail so many times trying to damage the ICS.
All right, we are down to 7 turns, ladies and gentlemen. That's in the chat. Put your claims. Who's going to win this? Let us know what you think.
He got it.
He
He's
did.
won.
He got it. He finally got it. I'm actually happy for him because, man, he's tried so many times. He was so close so many times. He actually deserves it for the play that he's done, and it was really starting to become an injustice there. So he got
I
it.
think
What
you were
a
right
match.
there,
That
Eric.
was
Tight
so
game.
awesome.
That
And no,
was good.
casually, Joseph, I'm not getting blamed for this one now. I think that's the reason why I wanted him to win, so that I wouldn't get blamed. So, man, What a game. That was awesome. Hey, let's copy the chat over. Let's
I've already done it.
Okay, cool.
Went ahead.
Man. All right. Well, let's just go ahead and I didn't get a chance to see like I didn't get a chance to see the stats or anything like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring everybody over when they get a chance. But man, that ending kind of caught me by surprise, just because we're sitting there talking. It's like, oh, there it is. He got it. Boom. It's like, oh,
out of nowhere.
So, man. All right, let's bring Jax in real quick. Let's go ahead and bring Jax in.
Hello, you guys.
Man, you know what? I can't even. You were doing such a good job defending off his access. He had access to those PLCs twice.
Yeah, no, I was getting beat. That big environment, even when I've played it on the IR side, is so hard with only 3 assets. When you have 3 people and you have that big, huge facility. So, I felt, honestly, I just felt like I was trying to put fire out in every corner of my facility, and I couldn't do anything. Yeah, it was too hard. I was like, oh, man. I would have been surprised had I have won. I'm like,
you did really well.
I was pulling for you because I really wanted Jerry's red eyes on his logo to go away. I really did.
Unfortunately, I had to root for Jerry on this one because I didn't want to get blamed for being the dev conspiracy of coding the game against him because he failed so many times on those ICS destructions. Let's bring him in real quick.
Hold on. I got to get my audio.
Oh.
Back out.
He's got to change his shirt again. We
got told, yeah. Yeah, he's got to put the right hoodie on.
That's too funny.
Maybe we just don't let him in. Maybe we just don't let him in. Okay, he's good. Okay.
Hello. How's that for audio? Sounding good?
Yeah, man.
Man, Jerry, I got it. You sound good. Jerry, I got to tell you, the biggest reason why towards the end there I was really pulling for you is because I did not want to hear it about the dev conspiracy against Jerry on all those failed attempts on the ICS damage.
Yeah, Jax, great match. Thank you for competing. You had me on the ropes there. I did the Simon Linstead shuffle, which is what we're starting to call it, where just a late last-minute Hail Mary fish or malicious USB drop lands in Carl's back pocket and able to go after the ICS.
That's awesome.
You know, and that's what we talk about right there in that there's always a chance, right? I mean, the game is designed to be realistically asymmetric in that early game, red team has the advantage, late team, blue team has the advantage as you get your network established and your posture more matured. But there's always a chance, there's always a way in, and that's the reality of it, right? So, Jax, talk to us a little bit about your strategy going in, and at what point did you feel like, if at all, that you needed to pivot?
Well, no, as soon as I saw the network, I was like, oh, God, this is going to be brutal because it was so massive and I had 3 resources. So I was like, yeah, this is going to be fun. So I was trying to do the baseline security, and I think that only lasted till about like 13 or 14 moves, and then things were kicking off, and there were a couple of things that didn't go through for me, like my IR procedures didn't go through, like hardening some things didn't go through. So I knew it. I just went into fire mode of just trying to put out fires in all of my network. So my strategy really went out the window after about 15. I was just playing defensive measure.
Yeah, I think Jerry did end up getting early access to those PLCs, and I think once you saw that he was hitting you hard in the process control zone, I think that flustered you a little bit.
Yeah, I couldn't do anything about it. Plus, I didn't have a lot of resource to make it happen. Yeah. It was rough.
Couple more turns, and if that last USB drop that Jerry did not work, I think you would have won for Weathering the Storm. It was that close.
Yeah, but I mean, he tried 4 like consecutive times and failed to damage the ICS around turn 23 to 25, 26 or something like that. So he just got unlucky. Otherwise, he would have won it halfway through. Jerry, what was your strategy going in?
So I was pretty happy executing on my actual strategy this time around. So the strategy this round was to level up my human SC skill set and get on location, scout the place, plan a rogue device, and then scuttle back to the hacker hideout and remote in through my persistence mechanism, which I minus the rogue device, I was able to compromise a couple assets there on site, and then go back to my hacker hideout, even to the point where when I was in jail, I was still laterally moving around her environment. So being stuck in jail, all it really sucked was I lost 3 resources for a few turns, not that I was completely disheveled without any opportunity. Now, one thing that came up just dynamically that I took advantage of, and it sounds like it worked, was early on I had hit a couple assets, and I decided to ransomware them, thinking that Jax would pivot her focus from hardening her environment to IR.
That's what we
which,
thought you were doing. Yep.
Yeah, and get really like twisted around the axle with her incident response behaviors and really forget what she was doing before she had to go into IR. I was, a little apprehensive to do that simply because the second I ransomware the PCS database, she brings it offline and starts fixing it, which it was one of my primary footholds into the environment. So I kind of shot myself in the foot with that particular one. But I was, there's only 2 ways for the red team to win: P&L loss, which you have no visibility over the current success or fail of that, and it has to be in the red for 5 turns straight. I didn't feel like I had enough critical resources owned, so I had to make a run for the HMI. Catching Carl in the parking lot was not my strategy. I mean, I was gonna, shove the security guard to the side and sprint as hard as I could to the controller and try to nuke it.
Well, and that's it was an interesting strategy towards the end, especially knowing that I'm pretty sure you remembered that the old HMI cheese strategy has been nerfed.
I know. Yeah.
But it still worked. It was the USB drop that ended up working. It was a lucky Hail Mary. But like I said, I think it was justice served because you tried consecutively 4 times to damage the ICS around turn 25 or so and kept failing. So I kind of felt like there was, if you wouldn't have gotten it at that point, I would have felt pretty bad, and I would have allowed you to harass me about dev tricks, even though there are none. But
Now, one thing I'd like to share with everybody, if you were watching my stream, then you know about this, but for Jax's benefit, I don't know if you even had a chance, Jax, because I had wardrobe changes. So when I went on site, I had a blue lollipop to make my tongue blue. I had blue hoodie. I was corporate. I'm from corporate.
Gray, but okay.
Right?
Yeah, I made fun of you. Like, what's he doing? He's changing his clothes again.
Yeah. Because
awesome.
I was blue team. Nothing to see here. I got on my phone at one point. I can't talk to you. I'm on the phone. And then when it was time to go gangbusters, I had my Black Hills hacker hoodie to go all in.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Wow. So
I'll have to go back and watch that.
So now this means that on Wednesday you will play Stacy.
Stacy Loki from
Gary,
our
you will
earlier
play
match.
Stacy. So
representing.
Yep. So we'll get that updated on the brackets this afternoon in the matches, and then tomorrow we do actually have. Let's see if I can pull this off quickly.
Yeah.
So is that actually the 2 p.m. one?
No.
Yeah,
No.
So these got messed up. Yeah, that's probably my fault for getting the wrong information. This is actually, forget about the 2 p.m. Tomorrow morning, we have Eric here playing. Eric's going to be playing Josh. That's tomorrow morning, so ignore this time.
Josh Mason at 11 a.m.
Yeah, Josh
Eastern
Mason.
Standard. Yep.
So 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central will be Eric and Josh, and then we have. Then later tomorrow will be.
Yep.
Man, I need a production manager. So
He's
this is actually
it out.
So it's actually at 2 p.m. tomorrow.
2 p.m. Central. Yep. 3 p.m. Eastern.
3 p.m. Eastern will be Ken Underhill versus Cyber Matt Lee, and I think Matt was in our audience. I don't know if he's still here. So that's going to be another great game. So that's what's in store for us tomorrow. And let me pull this off. All right, I think we're good now. Look at that. Woo! I'm getting better at these controls, man. So, Jax, any final thoughts on the game? Kind of advice going forward?
I would say for the large environment, I feel like blue team needs like 4 people going in instead of 3. That's my recommendation. I don't know if that's a gameism, but it's a big environment when we've got 3 people that you're working on it. Comparatively, if you've got 3 people and you're working in a small environment, it makes a world of difference. But when you're working in that massive, you've got like 5 quadrants. There were a couple of quadrants I didn't even touch. I couldn't. So no, it was good. It was a good match. Almost there. Only five more turns. So it'll be good. This is awesome. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's competitions.
Outstanding. Well, we're sorry to see you go, but hopefully you'll stick around for future matches and the upcoming actual league in 2023. But there's going to be other exhibition matches and tournaments. So you're fun to have here as a competitor, and I hope you stick around.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Jerry, final thoughts? And it's remember Jerry Springer shows, but now for Jerry's final thoughts.
It was an excellent match, high intensity, anxiety inducing. Jax was an awesome competitor, obviously very, very smart in cybersecurity areas of expertise. So, I loved it. Had a good time. I'm looking forward to Stacy. I'll probably be red team against Stacy since she's been practicing on blue. She wants to be blue. So that'll probably be the matchup there. And I'll have to talk to Jax offline about if I was too noisy or anything, maybe get some tips on how I could take on Stacy.
Got some.
I don't know. I'm on Team Stacy, so
there you go.
Oh, okay. All right.
We got some
like Jax has got a meeting going on. Yeah, Jax has got a meeting with Stacy in 15 minutes to debrief on me.
Yep, exactly.
Nice. Well, everybody, you can catch it here if you want to see the matchups. If you want to catch the link, you can either go to for the dual streams here. You can go to ThreatGEN ThreatGEN's YouTube page. Just go to YouTube and search ThreatGEN, or go to eSports.ThreatGEN.com, where you can actually see on the watch live links. It brings you to the playlist of all these matches. We will have the latest match for Jerry and Stacy on Wednesday. We'll have that up by tomorrow morning, hopefully. Simon is our video extraordinaire, so Simon will need to make the Jerry and Stacy match promo.
I'll even get the time right for you this time, Clint.
Oh, that'll be awesome. Because do we know if that time's going to be the morning or the afternoon on Wednesday?
I was just going to leave the time blank.
Yeah, no, we'll see. We'll see. There's been it depends. Kind of. It depends. There's some. Like Ken can't play in the morning if he advances to the second round, for example. And then Eric's got some. So we'll get it sorted out.
Well, we can't be any worse than we've done so far, because between the matches times that were listed on the brackets or on the eSports website that I did, they were messed up compared to the times that were on the stream placeholders. So you know what? We just have no sense of time here, and that's okay. So anyway,
it's still better than when I tried to first originally schedule mine for October 11th.
That's true. Yeah. You are definitely the original Time Bandit. So, you kind of look like one of the guys from the Time Bandit. Remember that old movie from the 80s? Anyway, go check it out. You'll see what I'm talking about. But anyway, so everyone, thanks for joining. Thanks to our sponsors, Barricade Cyber Solutions and Simply Cyber. And then thanks for our competitors and the audience and everybody. We really appreciate you joining us again. If you want to catch the latest action, starting again tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern U.S. time, we'll have our next matchups. So again, any final thoughts from anybody before we go?
Good game.
Great.
Good game.
Just quickly, Jax, I don't think you realised, but we thought you were going to win up until about 30 seconds before Jerry did. So amazing game by both of you. Congratulations from me. That's it.
It was good seeing you, Simon.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Thanks, audience. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, competitors and support studio and everybody. And take care.